let's take a real-time situation and see. Let us consider our favorite shopping cart, Amazon.com. So here, let's look at why do we when we do the load testing. So initially, the customer plans to launch the application for 1,000 users. Let's say it is only limited to one particular geographical area, so where the population is not very much, so just that they wanted to see how the application is performing with the limited number of availability for the limited set of the region. So obviously if it is rolled out for the less number of users, the load will not be much. So considering that, let's say we will be rolling it out for the 1,000 users, and we are testing the performance, we are testing the application with 1,000 users, and here we will be seeing the response times, how quickly we are seeing the response times, for how quickly we are seeing the pages loaded for 1,000 users. Okay, so now let's say Amazon.com has introduced some offers. Okay, so let's say we have put let's say some offers, and day by day the load on the Amazon.com is been increasing, right? So in that situation, we will come to know at some point, we may be experiencing users may be experiencing there is a delay in the application, or application performing slow. So to handle that kind of the situation, like what is the limit of our system, or where it is the breaking, or for how many users the system is breaking. So considering this situation, so we do a stress testing on Amazon.com. So this kind of testing will helpful for us. So if we want to increase the number of servers, or if we want to increase the capacity of the servers, that we can easily understand how much we can, because we don't want to unnecessarily spend on the hardware. Like let's take, we were doing a performance testing for a stress test. We found the application is breaking for 1,000 users. So for the 1,000 users is a breakpoint, and let's say the existing in the existing application cluster we have 10 servers. So 10 servers are able to provide support up to 1,000 users. So we are experiencing, and Amazon.com is becoming very famous. So we have to expand our business, nothing but we need to able to serve more number of users online. It means we need to add the more number of server to the system. So we are expecting, let's say now we have 1,000, and we are expecting we can support up to 2,000. So 1,000 users may be added. So what we found, the stress testing or breakpoint testing, our application is breaking beyond 1,000 users. So if you want to support 2,000 users, so if we add another 10 more servers, so that is sufficient to handle the expected increased load, right? So that's what about stress testing or breakpoint testing. Okay, so now let's look at the spike testing. Let's again correlate how it will be used in the real-time business. Let's say we have become very pretty much famous, and let's say there is an event, nothing but there is a we want to put some special sale day. Let's say January 1st or December 31st is special sale day for us. So we want to launch a offer like 20% discount on, or 50% discount on some XYZ credit card, right? So now let's look at, so what happens when let's say whenever we make it at 12 o'clock in the noon to open it for everyone, so users, there will be sudden traffic at the 12 o'clock on our application Amazon.com, right? So to handle this kind of situation, we will do spike testing. Means we will all of the sudden increase the load while we are doing a normal load test. It means, let's say we during the normal load our application is not having not more than 100 users, right? So during the special sale days, whenever the special sale is on at some particular time, so there will be huge load coming to application. So definitely the application behavior changes. So to understand how the application is behaving during that kind of situation, we will do a spike testing, right? So this is all about spike testing. So here what we can observe from the spike testing is nothing but, So what is the impact of the spike testing, whether the application response times are deviating or not, that we can consider in the spike testing. And if it's deviating, where is the issue, we go and dig it, and developer has to fix it, and again we need to do retest. Okay, so that is about spike testing. Yeah, now let's look at the volume testing. In volume testing, let's say we have launched our amazon.com to our all the users in live today. So we have becoming very famous, right? So obviously the number of users registered with amazon.com down the line in a year will definitely increases. So we don't know what is the impact of adding this new user base, or adding these all new user credentials or new user information to our database. Definitely more records in the database will make the database to perform slow. So considering this situation, so let's expect in first 1 month we got approximately 1000 users got registered on our amazon.com. So after second month, so likewise we can exponentially consider the increasing the load. So in the second month there will be 2000, and in third month 3000. Likewise after an year there will be 12,000 users. So obviously the database performance will go down whenever more number of records are added to database, right? So volume testing is nothing but to evaluate this kind of situation, whether db is able to perform quickly or not. If not, what are the key things that we need to take care, and how to improve the performance of db whenever the more number of records are there in the database. So the volume testing, that's the reason we do, considering the our application user base growth. It may be down the line 6 months, it may be down the line 1 year, whatever it may be. Let's look at the failover testing. So as we already know that, so we got two data centers, or we got two different set of systems. One is at one place and another one is in a different place, right? So why we do the failover testing? Let's see. Let's say we are becoming very famous, okay, but we are established, like all our servers are, we have put in some x location. So the x location is very prone to some geographical disturbances, like it may be frequent earthquakes or heavy rainfalls, floods. It may be anything, or it may be frequent power failures. So this X data center having some problem very frequently, so we don't want to lose. So whenever there is a problem, definitely we are not able to reach by the real user. So there will be an impact for our business, right? So to avoid that kind of situation, like if it is taking, if we are not available now online, definitely it is a business loss to us. Why it is a business loss to us? Because so our application is, if not our application is not available, definitely customers cannot buy anything on us. So if they are not buying anything on us, means we are losing our business. So what we need to do, definitely we need to have a backup plan, or we need to have all our data center in a different location. So we are also establishing our application or our server in a different location. Let's say y. So the primary data center we have at x, and the secondary data center at y, right? So we are putting a load balancer to distribute the load evenly between them. Okay, so all these type of the load testing has been derived from the real-time situation, real-time scenarios. So these all the kind of load testing that we can do in our daily performance tests live. So majorly we do load testing and stress testing very commonly. Okay,